All vote, please.
Okay. Board Member Lai is not present. Board Member Riley is not present. Board Member Zegstrin is not present. Board Member Pedersen. Here. Board Member Diamato.
She let me know that she had, I thought she told you that she couldn't be on the committee this time. She just can't make the meetings.
Okay.
So,
Apologies, I didn't check my email prior to coming here. Board Member Hazel.
here.
Board Member Coley. Here. Board Member Nemiroff.
Here.
Board Member Greider. Is not present. Board Member Pestizo. Here. Board Member Byers.
Here.
And Board Member Parra Miller.
Here.
There is a quorum.
Okay. So I guess the first thing we need to do is elect a chair and a vice chair. Do we have any nominations for chair?
I nominate Daniel Collet for chair.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
I.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Daniel Collet is the is the chair for the budget committee. Can we have, sorry, a recommendation for vice chair? And
I nominate Eleanor Panama.
all right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so we have Member Panamaroff as vice chair, and so turn the gavel over to Member Collet.
Thank you.
Mhm.
We have budget officer presentation of fiscal year 2024-2025 proposed budget and budget message.
Okay, well, this is a short budget and short message. The Urban Renewal Agency, as you know, is now in a period of time when it is not generating much in the way of revenue. The agency has a very small budget comparative to the city. The resources that you have available, there's an estimated beginning fund balance of 1.5 million. That's estimated that there would be about $2,000 collected in delinquent taxes during the course of the year, and about 40,000 in interest income. So your total resources are a little over $1.5 million. The requirements to meet this budget, we have included in the budget a allocation of 11,000 to the Talent Business Alliance for participation in a joint venture with Rebel Oregon in developing some planning for the downtown area and for marketing. Our participation is about 1/3 of the cost of a rare participant over the course of the year. Then we have budgeted here $375,000 to prepare the gateway site for future development, and $250,000 for historic town hall renovation. We do not plan to repay the $700,000 Oregon Housing and Community Services loan that was received in 2021. That loan is at 1% interest. We will begin making payments for the first time this year. And we're proposing that we continue to make those payments and utilize those funds as a part of the gateway project, which is what they were allocated for. And then the agreement that we have with the state anticipates that that loan would be repaid at the time that the Gateway property is sold or developed, and the city would then have sufficient proceeds to repay the full amount of the loan at the time the development occurs, but no later than 2031. So it's doesn't seem to be any urgency really in paying off that loan. 1% is almost like free money. And it's targeted for use at the Gateway. So it's a pretty simple budget. If you have any questions, be glad to try to address them. I've asked Tessa to be here with me this evening to help respond to questions along the way in both the city, but she's been instrumental in preparing both.
I have a question. In the historic town hall renovation for the budget, now that there was the fire down in the basement, are there any additional funds that might be going toward, or does this cover that?
As far as the fire in the basement, that will be dealt with through insurance proceeds. There was a study conducted in 2019, and it outlined about $225,000 worth of renovations that were to occur over the period of 4 years. That has been pretty much put to the back burner over the years because the focus of TURA had been on the Gateway and dealing with the fire and fire survivors. There will be a presentation next week at the city council meeting that will discuss town hall renovations. It's, in my opinion, it's going to far exceed the $225,000 that was outlined in the
Any idea how much?
I'm not a thing person.
Okay.
There's a lot more things that have occurred since 2019. We had a structural assessment, the city paid for a structural assessment in 2023 and identified that there were issues with the foundation. There are issues with stairs. There's cracking in the walls. There's a lot of things.
Okay, thank you.
So this proposed budgeted amount, I believe, would cover the total renovation of the building, but addresses the major foundational issues.
Okay, thanks.
And the staff is currently looking for other ways to finance paying for the building. The renovations.
Councilor Penamara?
So this is a little bit off the topic. It's a process question. Two parts. One, we could approve this budget this evening if we wanted to. And just regarding recusals, I just want to, it looks like we are giving TURA money, $11,000 to the Talent Business Alliance.
Yep.
So I just wanted to say for the record that I am a volunteer member of the board of the Talent Business Alliance, and according to Oregon Government Ethics Commission, I don't need to declare a potential or actual conflict of interest to deliberate, and so I don't have to.
So the first question, yes, there's a public hearing scheduled on this budget this evening, so you could approve the budget immediately thereafter.
Councilor Carnelli?
Thank you. I am staff for the Talent Business Alliance, so I guess that I probably should recuse myself from voting on this budget, although this rare participant, I wasn't thinking about this. I should have called the Ethics Commission. I don't know. I might lean on you a little, Gary. This is
I think in an abundance of caution, I recommend that you abstain.
So should that just be from the whole process, or I mean, should I abstain from participating at all, do you think?
In the Urban Renewal Agency budget,
Okay.
because that's the only place where that expenditure is captured.
Councilor Byers?
Then do we in fact have a quorum?
Currently have minus Colette, that'd be
We have
6 people.
6 with Ryan?
With Ryan.
With Ryan. Mm. That's troubling.
So I don't have my city attorney here. I'm wondering if Colette could participate in the meeting as a part of the quorum, but not vote on the budget. I think
With the,
that's
I believe that's
something we could do.
I mean, I don't believe that's how the urban rules are written, but I'll. But I think they're specifically written that, abstaining votes.
Counselor Palmer.
Yeah, there's also, I've read about, and I may not recall it correctly, there's like the rule of requirement. Not the rule of requirement, the rule of requirement, where that if somebody, somebody can, actually vote. Because, to make a quorum, but I think that person is encouraged not to actually
Participate.
deliberate
Mhm.
on it. I don't remember reading about abstaining or not abstaining, but I think that would be.
Would make,
wise.
would make sense that you could abstain from the vote, but you would be president of the meeting. In quorum.
Or are you saying the opposite? That she shouldn't, that she could
Well,
just,
she could vote, but her vote could be a vote of abstaining, so she's a
Mhm.
participant. in
right,
the vote.
okay.
Whereas if she, and I'm not even sure if it's declaring a potential and actual, since this money is,
Mhm.
you know, for a specific purpose, but whatever it is, if it weren't a question for him, you would like to have to leave the room.
Yeah,
According to the best practices.
yeah. Are you looking it up?
I am.
Okay.
If it's on the website, is our bylaw on the website? Does anybody have their binder?
I have my laptop. I might have them saved.
Mm.
I was going to try to reach David.
Or if there's some like low hanging fruit of someone who's not here, that maybe could be here. Like,
Oh, do
I
we
don't know,
try to text
I
people?
didn't hear from, I don't know if Greider's able to participate through Zoom or not.
Oh, that's right.
Or what about Joy? I
Joy.
mean, where's Jo-
Who's traveling?
oh, okay. Mhm.
My recommendation is if we don't see them by tomorrow, just take it about it.
Okay.
You have a binder in the office?
Our big budget.
A 6-minute break?
Yep.
Well, you could take take a recess and take it up again after the city budget committee meeting.
Does anybody have any feelings or thoughts on tabling this until after our city budget committee meeting this evening? Yeah,
I just wonder if we meet the public notice requirements.
Oh, right.
Maybe we should continue and have the public hearing and then just not do the vote.
Can,
yes. Councilor Brad.
can we continue with the public hearing while this looking up of bylaws is occurring so that we can move things forward, or do we need to wait for member Pari Miller to determine?
I have no idea.
I think you can continue with I quite frankly think you can continue with the entire meeting, if, and just have Councilor Perry Miller abstain from voting on the budget.
That makes sense to me. In that case, we want to continue with questions for staff regarding the proposed budget, keeping in mind we have 5 minutes remaining for this meeting. Okay, hearing no questions, we'll go into a public hearing on fiscal year 2024-2025 proposed budget. Are there any speaker request forms, either in person or digital?
I would like to ask if I can come out. I didn't see what they were.
There's a short thing on the agenda, is that it?
I don't,
No, there's a
There's a-
script.
you have to like give the instructions.
Where would that?
It's like
So
someone would have
usually
given it to you.
Hector
Staff will
usually just
have
give
it.
you something to read.
Gotcha. Is there a script for a public hearing?
Not really.
What was that?
We didn't prepare a script. It's pretty simple. You open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak on the proposed budget for the urban renewal agency, hear them and close the public.
Okay.
It's just to clarify one thing on the allocation to the Talent Business Alliance. Here we're talking about a budget. We're not approving an allocation to them. We're including funding in the budget. But the actual agreement with them would come later.
Good point.
Okay, the public hearing is open and we have one speaker request form, Darby Ayers Flood.
It says microphone. Good evening, everybody. I'll make this really quick. So Darby Ayers Flood, I'm a resident of Talent, and I'm coming before you tonight as president of Talent Business Alliance, just to give you a really quick brief on what we're super excited as an organization to partner with Urban Renewal Agency as well as Travel Southern Oregon, and also in a working relationship with the Phoenix Chamber or Travel Phoenix. So this group was convened in order to work on a project that actually some of you may have been recall was presented an idea by Paul May, the owner of the buildings where Clyde's Corner is. And he presented the council with an idea that it would be so exciting if there was a district that was drawn between the two communities to join the communities in a common effort. But also to bring in bicycle trails along the Culver Road and the kind of the west side agriculture areas where there are wineries. Also out on the north side of Phoenix and then to the east of Talent. And it was an idea that we thought had some merit. I had some meetings with Will Volpart, who's just such a great partner to work with, a great counterpart to work with in this realm. And then also Bob Hackett from Travel Southern Oregon, who said, you know, why don't we get together and try to build a grant application to get a rare participant. So a rare participant is a little bit like an intern, only it's kind of like an intern several levels above an intern, and where this person will come in and work in our community. It's part, we pay for part of it, and OSU pays for part of it, and excuse me, U of O. U of O pays for part of it, and this person will be in our community for a year plus, doing all the strategic planning and all of the necessary work with the county, bringing the stakeholders together, bringing the industry together, the wineries. There's also an art and culture overlay in this plan. And again, it'll be a partnership between the four organizations. We're super excited to take the lead on this and be the organization that the rare participant will report to. But they'll will be convening regular meetings with all of the partners as we develop this plan for a destination. So I'm super excited to see this come together. We have been through both the first and the second interview with U of O, and so I think this is going to be a great investment. TBA is investing in it with some of our funds. Travel Southern Oregon is investing with some of their funds, and Urban Renewal will be investing. And while Phoenix was not able to come up with some funding, we still will be working with them because we think this is a great opportunity to bring our two communities together on a common, plus the assets between the two communities are just so important. So I hope to give more reports as we move along. It's just kind of preliminary report, but yeah, it's a great investment, and I thank you for considering it.
Thank you. As there are no more speaker request forms, the public hearing is now closed. Moving on to committee deliberation and possible decision. Is there any deliberation before we make a vote on the proposed budget? Okay. We get a motion to approve the proposed fiscal year 2024-2025 TURA budget. Councilor Byers?
I move to approve the proposed fiscal year 2024-2025 proposed budget for the Talent Urban Renewal Agency.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the fiscal year 2024-2025 proposed Talent Urban Renewal Agency budget. Get a roll call vote.
Board Member Pedersen,
Aye.
Board Member Hazel,
Yes.
Board Member Coley,
Aye.
Board Member Panemarov,
Yes.
Board Member Pestizo,
Yes.
Board Member Byers,
Yes.
Board Member Parra Miller.
I'm abstaining.
Excuse me. Motion carries.
Okay, the meeting is adjourned.
Okay.
At 6:03 p.m.
Great.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I did hear from Nicole that she didn't have the, she said she blocked out of her council email. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
So she wasn't able,
Me too.
no, she didn't.
That's-
Is it going to be the same meeting link for the next budget meeting, or should I switch over?
I think it's the same.
Okay, I just have to step away and grab my paper copy then.
Yeah, it's not.